Hey everyone, this is Peter 24/7, and starting today, I thought that I would start making a diary because I often get a lot of people reaching out to me asking me what I'm doing in game, what I'm prioritizing, and everything like that. So, right now, currently on the tail end of a raid where Moxie, our current best friend, is once again hitting one of our castles. So we have some people there. We have people flying their bases, trying to attack them as they attack. I just joined the first banner I saw. So goal right now is to slow them down. So I'm going to be prioritizing on these earth flax right here. Calivore, probably one of the best dragons when attacking, as he gets through so much, but he fell. Sucks to be him. So we've had quite a lot of pressure from Moxie and their posse attacking us recently. Not so much since the season switched over, but we're doing what we can to defend against them. They kind of recruited all of their friends and everybody and their sister showing up on our castles, hitting us, especially last week before the last PvP. Seems to be a little calm right now. I'm expecting them to pick up again. I'm sure they haven't forgotten about us. But we've been holding our own against them, doing what we can. Yay, he fell. So right now, slowing them down as people run. We are usually really good with our team. Yeah, we're not going to stop Icarus. So, usually good with defending at the moment. Right now it's beginning of the season. A lot of people haven't finished a base boost right now, including myself. So bases are a bit weaker. It's probably an opportune time to be doing raids in Atlas, as the bases are significantly smaller in comparison to the dragon size. So I'm just going to check up on these castles to make sure everything's okay before I continue doing this diary. Yeah, it's only one guy. So basically, I wanted to start these so everyone can have relatively frequent update as to what I'm doing and how I'm progressing in game. As I've told many people before, I haven't been putting money into the game outside of Elite. So if you look at my account, if I wanted to extend, I've been grandfathered in, so I pay rubies to get my Elite. And I also, though I do spend for Atlas Elite, which I think is a must in the game. Atlas is such a big part of the game, and the benefits from Atlas are massive. So you can tell by a person's progression how active they are in Atlas. If you're active, you get the extra timers, the extra eggs, the better gear. So the bases are bigger, the bases are better, the dragons are stronger, and all that fun stuff. And most of the game action happens in Atlas. So that's the only thing that I spend into the game. So I don't finish off the seasons as quickly as everyone else, but I do my best. So basically, here we are in my account. I'm going to open up the season tab and show you what I did starting off. I opened up some leftover draconic chests, which I had going into this season. Not as many as I had hoped to have, but I focused all of my efforts on the Celestial Rift Season Base Boost branch. This is how far I got. Second page, almost done, and I only have 350 of these sigils left. So I was originally going to wait until the next PvP comes up before opening my gold chests, but I figure I get enough inner fires from the draconic chests that I've been putting everything into, so why not? Let's have a blast and open up the 250 gold chests that I have, so the entire world can know how crappy my pulls are when I'm opening up these chests. So my wife has an account as well, and I see her open her chest, and she does usually pretty well with her pulls. Definitely a lot better than I do. I'm hoping I'll get enough to at least finish off the second page of the base boost line. I think 250 gold chests is a fair amount. It's kind of unfortunate that I'm opening it now, but I do like my eggs, and I do want the sigils, so I'm not really going to wait. I don't really need these XP boosts, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Oh yay, look, 460,000 food. So let's open up this. Actually getting a few more sigils than I usually get, which is great. This was a nice pull. This is probably an ideal pull for me. I got the eggs. I don't really need the ice shards, but I do like timers, I do like sigils, and I do like eggs. So continuing to pull. Oh yes! What a great legendary pull. 1.4 million food. I am being facetious for those who who actually believed my excitement for that food. Right now with Atlas, you got the banks, and depending on which team you're on, you can usually hold more than enough food to ever need any of these food packs. Not to mention, I have level 117 farms, so I usually don't have an issue with food. Yes, it does help. You don't have to wait the 20 minutes for the transfer. You don't have to go out and farm it or wait for your food to be plentiful in your farms. But I think it's a waste that they put it in here, and it really discourages, at least it discourages me from opening gold chests in events like this. Though, just for the sake of wanting that boost, I am opening them up with all of you today. So I'm actually getting quite a fair bit of sigils. Hopefully it's going to be enough. We'll see. I'm sure by now I've gotten enough. There's another sigil pull. Hopefully it'll be enough to finish. I think I do have enough, but I'm just going to open up them all. I'm not even going to get started on my bronze chests. Last week I did open a couple thousand of them, and yesterday I also opened about 1,000 of them, but I still have over 1,000 left, and opening that, I'd rather go and smack my head against a wall for a bit than do that. So I think I'm going to wait, and maybe next week when PvP starts, I'll hand my iPad over to my son and let him pull it for a while. Okay, so I've used all of my gold chests, and now I got lots of food packs and 5,000 sigils. So as you know, when I opened up this screen before, I only had 350, so I got a good 5,000 sigils out of those 250 gold chests. So I'm hoping this is going to get me a fair bit along. For those of you who strategize your season, it's good to get as far as you can on the base boost and the discount dragon if you're planning to get a mythic and spend as little as possible. So the first 2 pages are the most expensive. Once you get to the third page on the discount branch, the prices drastically drop. And once you get to about halfway through the dragon branch, they start dropping as well. So your goal is to get through the base boost branch first, and then start on the dragon and get as far as you can, at least until halfway through the second page. But the further you can get, the better, as the prices are small. So if you have chests to open, the beginning of the season is always better. So once I usually get the mythic, I start saving up and getting ready for the next season so I can get through it as quickly as possible. So coming here, I got a choice. I got timers or I got elemental embers. It's usually, I don't need the black pearls. I usually have this dilemma. What should I get? Timers or embers? Embers are probably more valuable, but the 75 timers is very appealing as well, especially considering that I know that the new tower levels are going to be coming out as well. And with regards to the elemental embers, I've got a lot of fire and ice shards, so I can just merge towers in to get those extra levels if needed. So I'm going to get the 12-hour speed ups, but once again, that's completely up to you, what you want to prioritize. So I sometimes go for the embers. I probably should have gone for the embers there, but they keep throwing this stuff at me. So 6,300 elemental embers or 150 12-hour timers. I'm going to get the timers again. I'm probably going to regret this, but hey, worst case scenario, I'll just have to build more and merge into it. So we finished it. I'm very happy about that. So now my base, I am going to have to reset my game to get the boost visible, but 41.8 billion, that'll probably jump up, 3 or 4 billion, as I was just getting the last tail end of that. So just for the sake of using the remaining sigils that I have, I'm going to go to the second line and I'm going to start working on that. Yay, more elemental embers. So got the dragon, go to incubator and let's start them. Oh, I want to incubate it, but I can't because I already started a dragon and I'm going to have to wait 27 days for that. I'll probably get tired of waiting and speed that up later on. But that's basically what I plan on doing today. So collecting my food, leveling my dragons. This is basically all I'm going to do today. I know that I got a lot of... sure, why not? A lot of that food, so might as well use that because I don't like really waiting. And just before I finish off from what I'm going to be showing you today, I want to retaliate on this guy. So this is a guy who's been farming me for probably maybe 3 months. He comes and visits my base 5, 6, 7, sometimes up to 12 times a day. I've been just ignoring him, but just for the sake of it, let's fly his base because he's annoying. I usually try not to hold gold. He's really helped me with that regard because I stopped holding any gold and preparing or building during the day. I've been using my gold packs or flying invader a bit more, so it's actually kind of helped me. Usually I've been very busy in the game, so I very seldomly run invader, but I've been running it a lot recently, so I guess I should be thanking him rather than complaining about him hitting me so profusely. So I'm just going to fly his base. This is Sylvix, for those of you who don't have him yet. He's probably one of my favorite dragons of the mythics that were coming out. That came out a little while back. Really solid dragon. He's got the protective spells and everything. And he's got this resist. So the resist on the crystal howitzer, which is always a good thing. I usually let it hit me depending on how much health I have left. One of the things I'm happy about, I did look at the battle records. This guy took 2 dragons to take me out undefended. At least I can take him down with 1. So I am putting this up publicly, so Hopefully I don't get hit too much more, but if you want to come and try running my base, probably get through undefended. It's Peter 24/7, hasn't changed. So I'm happy. I got some more resources and I probably finished one of my missions. So I'm going to let everybody go. I'll be back tomorrow to give you an update of what I'm doing. In Atlas, it's been a little calm today. Maybe had a few pokers, but for the most part it's been calm. So I'm going to make sure I go back to my assignments, and just because I'm an officer on the team and I run the Atlas part of it, I'm going to check my castles to make sure they are all situated with what they should have before logging off. So I see that some of them from the assignments are a bit low, so I'm just going to tag people to get them back to where they should be. Everyone reload their Primarchs where they need to be and cover our castles. Smiley face. So I'm getting really good at using these emojis recently. I never really used to use them, but it really sets the tone for when I'm putting out messages. So this is what I got so far. This is what I'm doing. And I look forward to continuing these. Have a great evening, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.